Okay, just so you know, everything you're saying now is on the record.
It always is.
Okay. What are you bitching and complaining about right now?
Well, I want to see somebody asked how the we would have performed on the other maps that had been proposed by the commission in Arizona.
Hmm.
The only problem is you have to have precinct results to do that, and the only person who seems to have done the work to do that, because only Maricopa makes it really easy.
Hmm.
Um, didn't respond. Well, he's not gonna, he's a fairly infamous fellow, so I have to do it all by
Oh,
hand.
the controller or of Cochise County.
No, he's somebody who works in Maricopa.
Oh, so yeah, the Maricopa administration has been generally pretty good, right?
Oh, that absolute play. They basically give you a shape file with the results embedded.
You
Like,
just you just have to email them.
no, it's publicly available. You don't even have to contact them.
Oh wow, so it's on their website or
They
yeah.
they even give you a map. You don't even have to use your own map. The only problem is they're not the only county in the state, so I
Okay.
don't know how I'm gonna do
You
this.
are probably wondering what is this piece of sliced cheese that I'm looking at?
Couldn't be any worse than the map that was passed.
Yeah, let's see, let's zoom out here. Yeah, this I am very proud of this district. This is
So looking at it, that's probably got two really red districts on it.
there's actually I think four. One, two, three. This is I think like Trump plus double digits as well.
These days, though, I wouldn't be so sure.
Yeah, these three are Democratic. This one's Democratic. This one is like evenly split. Like a
Not this year. It's not going to be.
oh, not this. Oh, yeah, this is gonna be quite Democratic, right?
Shouldn't be. The turnout in the South was really low, and I'm pretty sure the rest of the areas are way redder than Flagstaff is blue.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe
actually
though.
I this is not based on 2022 results. I don't know if existing maps get their results updated. So I may have
No,
to
they're not. As I said, they're not going to have any new results for a long time.
yeah. This one is the Gosar district. This is Ready McRedface, Arizona.
No, but that probably would have gone maybe 7-2 this year. Those
Seven.
districts around in Maricopa really scare me.
Oh, these three? Yeah, these three are all Democratic.
No, but the two on the outside. I mean, the light green one isn't going to be that bad because there's not
Yeah,
much there.
they're this is it's also in Pinal,
But we did really poorly on the outskirts.
right? Like around these two.
Yeah, like way like if
See,
Dems had run in whatever her name is, that seat, we would not have won by that much.
I think Lake should have won both these seats.
Well, she lost Short's seat or whatever his name is. So, and that seat looks fairly similar to that one.
Yeah. Yeah, this is intended to be like a 4-4-1 map, with this one being the one.
Maybe given how badly we underperformed, I suspect it'd be even less than that. Okay, so that
Yeah.
one's covered. They all use the same bad election thing to output these results, and it's just terrible.
Mine or what you're getting.
No, the way these counties upload their results.
Yeah. Um, yeah, just you know that in Canada instead of precincts we have polls?
Yes,
Okay. Is election results by poll available in Canada? Evan Scrimshaw says that they are,
I
but
think
like
I've seen that. Yeah.
not on election night.
Well, after the fact, if I remember.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually in my home riding, which the NDP won, our conservative candidate actually won our poll by I want to say 25 votes.
Hmm, lucky.
Yeah.
Some. It's kind of funny how badly that by-election went
In Ontario?
for the Conservative Party or Quebec, I think. No, it was in the was it the 904 or whatever?
The
Whatever that
905?
region's
Oh,
got.
when was that provincial or was that federal?
No, it was federal.
Okay, well, I expect that the federal conservatives are going to do worse there than the provincial ones. Because
Yeah, but they underperformed the last election,
they underperformed the last election. Wow.
which is kind of
Um,
brutal.
yeah, it is. Like, there's a lot of when was this? How recent was this?
Last week.
Oh wow, so that does not sound good about Polyev's chances.
They didn't remotely compete in it from what I heard because they knew they were going to lose. So
Yeah.
I guess nobody can talk about it, but still.
They weren't expecting a Lib Dem victory in a conservative plus 40 seat.
No, it was a liberal held seat before.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, it kind of reminds me of that result in the UK where the Lib Dems won a seat that the Conservatives won by 40.
Yeah. Um yeah, although they held that one the provincial seat in Manitoba
Right.
freaking barely. The
Oh,
joke being the average right-wing victory looks like a 1-1-1 result.
yeah, Manitoba on the whole is more conservative than Ontario.
One would hope.
Yeah.
Although
Actually,
I've heard the polls aren't good.
I actually believe that with the right candidate, the Conservatives can, that riding in Manitoba that's like the majority of the province, but is held by the NDP, Nikki Ashton. I
Sounds about right.
feel like Conservatives could make a play for that if they tried. It's very rural, it's very indigenous, but in
Isn't that kind of why it's NDP?
in the last Ontario election, the far north swung right. The
Not all of
heavily,
it though.
yeah, like there were formerly heavily safe NDP ridings with that are heavily indigenous that the NDP was winning by like single digit margins.
It swung, but I think the problem is just going to be keeping the other sides divided,
Yeah.
which the left is quite good at in most places
Yeah. By the way, there are actually at least two ridings in Northern Ontario that should not exist.
because they're
There's
way smaller than the rest of them.
yeah, there's actually within Ontario alone, there's like a 300% disparity between the largest and smallest ridings.
Geographically restricted constituencies are not that unique. So
Right.
the
Yeah.
UK has a bunch of them. If you include our states, we have a bunch of them.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but they're not as the rules are not as permissive in the United States as they are, elsewhere.
No,
Like, I'm wondering what the disparity would be between the largest and smallest in the UK.
probably the
Uh,
Isle, not of Man, but the Isle of Wight versus that Scottish
does
island.
does Isle of Man even have representation?
No, it's its own country.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's
Oh,
see.
great.
Do
It
you, I
takes 74 megs to have all these pictures. Seriously?
Oh, by the way,
Why are they?
um,
Oh my God.
would Alan Fung have won this seat that I drew? He
I
didn't
don't know
do.
how much he overperformed, so
Yeah, he apparently he under it was underwhelming how well he did.
well, he
Like how
lost,
well,
but
yeah,
I think he
how much did Magaziner win by?
3 points, I think.
Oh, okay. He definitely would have won this seat. This is like a Biden plus 7 seat that I drew.
I don't know how much the other one is though.
Yeah, if you like contorted out even more, this thing could have been Biden plus 5 if you contorted this out a bit more.
Hmm.
But I decided to clean it up and make it from Biden plus 5 to Biden plus 7. Oh, by the way, you would like what I did with Connecticut as well.
If there isn't one really ugly red seat, the answer is no.
Okay, well, bear with me here. Uh, okay, well, I don't know how ugly you consider this to be, but I have two Biden plus 2 seats here.
Oh, that's pretty ugly. So, okay, maybe.
Yeah, this is Biden plus 2, and Johanna Hayes also has a Biden plus 2 seat. Both seats I would have would have voted for Trump in oh, sorry, in 2016. I believe it is possible to draw a Trump voting seat in 2020 in Connecticut, but in 2020, but one of them would have to be even bluer. So you can either have two Biden plus two seats or one that's even redder and one that's even bluer.
Well, I think we can see how the former approach worked out.
Yeah, not that well, huh?
No. So
Yeah, I mean, I do you think this map needs to be cleaned up a bit?
I don't know what you've done in the center there, but I'm guessing it doesn't need to look that ugly. Not that I'm
Uh,
opposed to that. My Connecticut map is vastly more ugly than that.
yeah. By the way, these seats are all bluer in the 2016 Senate race.
Oh, I'm sure.
Um, oh, actually, wait. Wow. Okay, so these seats were actually quite red in the governor's race in 2018. We don't have 2022 governor's results, do we?
2020 governor.
Sorry,
No.
2022 governor.
No, you're not going to see any 2022 results.
Really?
They're still putting in the 2020
Oh, no,
ones.
sorry, not yet. Oh, they're still putting in the 2020 ones?
You'll still see the updates for other states.
Okay. Um, yeah, I'm pretty proud of this Connecticut map personally. I also have a New York map. Like, I actually do mapping to let out stress, if you can believe it.
I definitely do.
Yeah. Let's see. Loading this map. You're either gonna like or hate what I did with. I mean, I think you're gonna like what I did with Brooklyn with this map.
Say it was a pretty easy year to do easy stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay. Well, look at Long Island. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna zoom in here on Brooklyn. This. So you have the Staten Island seat right here. That's this district right here is a thing of beauty. See the one I'm highlighting? The
Why
one
would you do that?
it is that blue Brooklyn seat is Trump plus 13.
Yeah, and
It's basically all the Hasidic neighborhoods in New York City, with the exception of Crown Heights. Uh,
generally I would have gone the other way.
you really?
Yeah, I connected it because there's another one of there's another bunch, I think somewhere in like what would that be? Northern Queens or Northern Westchester or something like that.
Another Hasidic community, or
Yeah, not that far out, but either that or just another patch of red. I don't remember. It's been a while.
yeah.
Why can I not do the
It's
whole
actually worth
folder?
noting that some of the red areas in 2020 would have actually appeared blue on the map because of how they voted in 2018.
I can believe that.
Yeah. Like, but again, I personally love this. I'm, but I mean, stretching it out all the way to Westchester, I guess I don't understand what the point of that would have been. But it's actually worth noting that on my map, Republicans have a chance at winning 3 of the 4. I'm actually genuinely surprised they won all 4 this year.
We did way better than even I would have guessed.
Yeah, like I actually don't know how to draw a 4th Republican competitive Long Island seat. Like these two are already quite competitive. Oh my goodness, I did not want to turn that on.
Obviously, if we look at the results this year, 4 is pretty simple.
Yeah. I'm just
Since
curious.
we nearly got 4, didn't we?
Yeah, just that I made this seat. I think the 3rd district would have been much more get it. This is like a easily George Santos holds this down type of 3rd seat. Versus the one I think it's a little bit the one they drew, which is a little bit more blue. This seat that I drew is like Biden plus 1.5. Like this
I
seat
can believe that.
in northern Nassau County. Um, yeah. By the way, I have, I believe, 5 VRA seats in New York City on this map. These 3 are all majority Latino. this is majority Asian, and this is majority black.
Does majority get you very far?
Not sure. I mean, others are like, plurality, like, or majority minority slash plurality one group. I don't know if that counts as a VRA seat.
Barely, I would tend to guess.
Yeah, because like for example, this is also majority minority, majority minority, this one's actually majority white, if you can believe it. It's heavily Democratic, but it's majority white. Like the one in Manhattan.
Hmm.
Um, again, this is a Westchester seat that's pretty blue. Then I'm actually kind of proud of the Hudson Valley here. Why does the power keep flickering on and off? I'm using an older laptop here. Um, anyway, if this map will load, you will notice here for this district, the one in light green, the one that's kind of struggling to load here. I have to wait for Orange County to pop up because I kind of wanted to see it. Oh, okay, here it is. You'll notice that. Um, we have this part of Westchester. We have Rockland, which is Muncie, and then we have Curious Joel, which is in Orange County. You know this area right here?
Yeah, what did it ever do to you?
You don't like it?
I don't think I've ever seen it split three ways before.
I mean, well, there's different parts of Orange County. I wanted to include all the Hasidic areas in one district. This is all Sean Patrick Maloney's seat. At least it was.
That
Yeah,
was the funniest result of last month, let's be honest.
yeah. So my district would have been looks like Biden plus 10.5 here. Uh, then there's another competitive seat that takes in Ulster, I want to say Dutchess. So Pat Ryan and Mark Molinaro would have run against each other here. Because I just love that chaos. And then
Somehow I don't know if we would have come out ahead there.
if we zoom out, this is a highly competitive seat. By the way, I'm assuming you're gonna like my 22nd. The one that's right over here. That's a competitive one. I could have made it blue by putting Tompkins County here, but I didn't.
Wouldn't it probably have been blue anyway?
Yeah, no, this district I drew is Biden plus 8.
Hmm.
I actually think that Brandon Williams would have probably still narrowly won here. Yeah, no,
Perhaps.
yeah, that's a problem for us, by the way, is that all Democrats in New York have to do is turn out in 2024, and we lose like a bunch of these seats.
Yeah, although it didn't help him this time, did it?
Yeah. Anyway.
As I said, we probably lose at least half of our games.
Yeah.
That bit's easy. But on the other hand, we have good chances elsewhere, so.
Have I showed you my Colorado map yet?
What the hell?
You're not gonna like what I did to Western Colorado. Yeah, that is a monstrosity, isn't it? Denver, blue, blue, mega blue, red.
Well, maybe. We should have won the seat located there this time and didn't, so.
Okay. Yeah, this seat, this Exurban Denver seat is looks like Trump plus 10 around. In addition, and the Colorado Springs seat is also Trump plus 10. And then I mean, this one is, oh, sorry, this one's more democratic. I'm sorry, I'm colorblind because I'm using what's it called, night mode on my laptop, so it's hard to see the colors exactly. But yeah, this So you can see what I did with this 8th district right here. You and you what I'm intending to do here, right?
It looks fairly blue.
Yeah, it's connecting all the ski places, or at least as many as I can do.
Not sure you need to even do that to get a blue seat in that area anymore.
Really? Okay. I mean, do people really use the governor's result as a good measure of this? I think let
It's
me
not
just
2018 anymore, so
let me
you
just
shouldn't.
verify this. Uh excuse me, can I please get can I get a county? I need a county result. All right. Never mind. I'm gonna have to turn on precinct lines in order to do that. Garfield, Mesa, Delta. Okay. Which county is Rifle in?
No clue.
Okay, because um I think I may have put Rifle in this district out of pure spite. You know why I would have put Rifle in that seat?
Because of Pierce Spite.
Yes, and yes, specifically because a certain person lives there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Actually, I think I might have also put Fort Collins in the seat because I had nowhere else to put it. Like this is basically Boulder. These are all like suburban
Oh.
seats. This is see, Denver itself is in its own seat. Don't worry, I play fair.
Is that playing fair?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm assuming Denver itself should have its own seat.
That is the easiest seat to draw.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, I also but I do love this exurban. I don't know if Jared Polis would have won this seat though. I don't think
Gee,
he would have.
what happens if I just do this?
What are you doing?
Trying to get, what county is this?
All right.
Coke Heiss's precinct results in a format I can actually do something with.
All right. Oh, cool. Anyway, I think
Hope this doesn't
I
become.
did a video showcasing these maps, but um, I mean, here's Georgia. Yeah, yeah. You're already not liking this, do you?
Way too many blue suits.
I know, right? But I mean,
I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
I'm pretty sure there's
7,
7.
8 in a couple years.
Yeah, no, this one should be Republican. But yeah,
For how long?
this is literally a fair map. This is fair map in the real sense. Um,
Plus that green one, I forgot to count that, so
let's see. There's so there is this seat which is blue. It's basically the Savannah, Augusta, Midgeville, I want to say, and Athens.
let's just say this. They, actually, this was a bad idea.
This,
Let's
sorry,
just
yeah,
say this. Um, our current estimates have, the safest seat in the state senate is like for us by like 15 or 20 points.
right.
Our estimates have that being competitive by the end of the decade, if not
Uh,
flipping by the end of the decade.
So so that's the median seat.
Yeah,
Oh, so Democrats are gonna have a Virginia by the end of this decade.
something close to that.
Yeah. Yeah, these are all, by the way, this actually map might be illegal because one of these two seats might actually have to be majority black at this point.
The two in the middle aren't.
These two are, this one is, these two currently are not.
Well, I didn't know there were any blacks in the blue one, and the brown one is quite diverse, is it not?
It is. Is it? I think you can draw 4 majority black seats in Georgia. In
Yeah, but
sorry,
one of them
in
should be the
Atlanta.
green one.
Sorry. I think you can actually draw 5 BRA seats now that I think about it, with this one being the 5th. Can you?
Maybe these days you could.
Yeah.
The last time you couldn't, but
All right. You are, either way, I think you are absolutely going to love my Maryland map. Have I showed it to you yet?
Not that I remember.
Okay. Then next we are going to Maryland. If I can just find it. Maryland. Please, I want where is it? If I actually have lost my Maryland map, I'm actually going to be really sad.
Is it not the one entitled Maryland map?
Oh, is there one in did you see one entitled Maryland map?
Yeah, it's right in the center of your screen.
Okay. Oh, it just says MD. Sorry. I need to fix that.
Don't you
Okay.
normally just use abbreviations?
Well, I'm starting to write the full names now of just Maryland because it's easier to remember. Anyway, feast your eyes on this.
So, one swing seat and a bunch of other blue seats.
These are both red seats.
Uh, Not the way Trone overperformed, it wouldn't be.
Oh, Trone really over. Wait, how the hell did he do? His seat was Biden plus 10. How did he do?
About that, but he overperformed significantly in the portions in the West you've left in that seat. He probably would have lost because Dems wouldn't have tried, but we did really bad in Maryland. Like,
Wow.
what I think our statewide was less than a third.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah, no, this is a swing seat. So this also what I like about this. VRA seat, VRA seat, VRA seat. 3 VRA seats in Maryland.
That is the ideal number.
Yeah.
If you're doing something violent anyway.
But it also
That
you said what?
because that's usually mandatory doing something like that to achieve anything reasonable.
Yeah. Split Prince
Hold
George
on, what was
County and
that? Well, no, but they just need to be as blue as possible, and that's the way to do it. What the
yeah.
hell? Oh,
This is, I believe, the only majority white blue seat in the state. Yeah, also I believe Mechanicsville is somewhere in here, meaning that Steny Hoyer would be if this map would have been in place, maybe Steny Hoyer would have won, but it would have been funny to see the House Majority Leader in a competitive seat.
it would be, although it wouldn't have been competitive this time.
He would have won probably.
Oh, easily.
Hmm.
I mean, Jesus, the what's his face in the East, he underperformed by like 10 points. He almost lost.
Mark Harris or
Yeah.
wow. Anyway, I just want to let you know that I play it fair, and I used my Maryland map as an example of that. But I'm genuinely surprised of, I mean, Trone was actually trailing on election night, right?
Yeah, but that was just an artifact of what had been counted first.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I've showed you these maps. These are maps I drew as an example of what could happen if VRA Section 2 is struck down. This is a 7-0 map of Alabama.
Looks about right. Suburbs split correctly.
Yeah.
Should be red enough.
Yeah. I also have a similar map. Let's see, where did it go? I have a very similar map for Louisiana. And you're probably going to see how I did it. Bam, New Orleans split 3 ways, Baton Rouge split 3 ways.
Surprised you even need to do that.
Oh, you can do that without that?
Well, I mean, the areas in the South are quite red, although given the way the governor's race swung, it's probably not a good idea to do that.
But I mean, congressional elections are not held at the same time as the Louisiana governor's race.
That's true, but you never want people willing to defect to all live in one seat.
Yeah. I mean, the legislative maps would actually be different because those are held with the governor.
Yeah.
And So, and then finally, Mississippi.
That main map there was a crime. Why would you do that?
You'll have to point out which one. See, I believe the closest one is this one, which is still pretty decently red. Actually, no, not this one. Let's see. This one, this one. Yeah, no. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, these are all decently red. And I think these would have been even redder given the turnout here.
Probably.
Yeah. Anyway, you were saying something unkind about one of my main maps, and I'm going to.
It's the one with the vertical split of the
Oh
state.
yeah, yeah. This is both districts competitive map. Um, it's one way to draw it. It's actually funny because like Maine, a fair map is like 1-1, but in New Hampshire, a fair map is both districts competitive.
Not that fair, given we are always know how it'll turn out.
Yeah, I mean, like, I've of long maintained Chris Sununu did us a favor by giving us 2 seats we can both win.
Yeah, how did that work out this year?
Yeah, if you guys had just nominated good candidates.
Yeah, so you can see why that if doesn't work.
Yeah. Um, but I'm actually kind of amused how like how just thoroughly competitive the whole state is, meaning that there's not a lot of polarization in New Hampshire.
It just depends how you draw it.
Yeah, I mean, in order to draw a 1-to-1 map, you'd have to do something pretty insane like this.
So you've got yours. Right, scroll down. What was the presidential result?
Um oh sorry, let me look at the 2 district.
So you
This
got so you got yours to Trump +3.
yeah.
I got Trump +8.
Oh wow. You know that you can share your screen if you wanted to.
I was gonna say, can you guess how I did it?
I was gonna say it looks like a centipede.
Worse, I'd say.
Okay, you can share if you want. Oh, you started sharing.
Where's the only button? Oh,
What? Is that even legal?
it is contiguous, so technically.
Yeah. Um, so wait, then what's the other one? That's like doing the calc that must have been like Biden plus 24?
Only 13.
Oh,
No,
Biden. Oh,
that'd be 23, yeah.
yeah.
Best part, I think Sanu even lost the other one, didn't he?
Oh, you actually had a district that Sununu lost?
No, no. But he got 72% in the other one. Although I think I'm more proud, that one is pretty similar to my last one. I'm fairly proud of my new Massachusetts map.
Yeah. No, in terms of overperformance in the governor's races in 2022, I joke that, there's underperformers like Kevin Stitt, there's overperformers like Ron DeSantis and Lee Zeldin. Then there's New England gods like Chris Sununu, and then there's Phil Scott.
Yes. This one, it's slightly less impressive than the other one, but it's still pretty decent.
Yeah.
I've never
Wait.
taken the around the edge of the state approach in
Yeah, no,
Massachusetts before.
I've tried experimenting with the Massachusetts map, but I've never really finished it.
But I mean, I even got Warren to lose this seat.
Mhm.
Barely, but he look at the god here in 2018. Almost 80% of the vote.
Charlie Baker.
Yeah. The even
Yeah.
better part, he actually lost this light green seat.
Oh wow. Well, yeah, it's Boston.
Well, no, it's not just Boston. It's actually not that much of Boston, but
Oh,
it's
oh, that one.
only 23% white in total population.
Wow. Yeah.
So,
Like, by the way, should we be naming our congressional districts?
no, they're too big for that.
Okay, like, because for example, Ayanna Presley's district would be Boston Center, or
Yeah, you could, but once you get to any other state, there's like nothing. I mean, if we look at, say,
Beaver and Allegheny West, or something like that.
no, but like name this shit. Like, I hate this map with a passion. So, I mean, you can just see how many block adjustments it's necessary to load this.
I have not even attempted anything in California yet.
You got the North Fullerton, Cypress, Westminster, Garden Grove. Then you got Santa Ana, South Fullerton. And then you have Corona, Memphis, and Palm Desert, but also South Calamasa, just because. And then you have um this ugly thing. I don't know why you would do this to this
My
area.
personal favorite is in New York City would be Staten Island and Borough Park.
Yeah. I still it's the we actually had a fairly decent election,
Yeah,
which is funny.
only Newsom plus 17.
Like we won this shit, but can't win the shit up here. How's that supposed to work?
Yeah. I mean, Northern California is like, what is it? Is it sometimes called the Republic of Jefferson?
This red bit up here, yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah. Um, was there a secessionist vote in California this year in any of the counties?
San Bernardino had something that was practically a secessionist vote, not a, it wasn't worded as one, but
It's
it
weird
should have
because
been.
San Bernardino, I think, is generally a blue area. Like
Swingy.
swingy. Okay. All right.
Swingy to leaning blue these days. Although I
Yeah.
think we may have actually won it in 2018. I'd have to look.
Um, I'm assuming it went red this year, but Fresno County went blue in 2020.
Maybe. Oh no, actually, well, Newsom lost San Bernardino and Riverside this
Well,
year.
Riverside is sorry, am I thinking of the county that like swung right in 2016, Riverside?
It could have, I doubt it,
There
but
there
it
was
could
there was
have.
there was like a California county that like swung right in 2016 and people thought it might go red in 2020. You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
I have no idea what we're talking about. There's a lot of them. One of them could have.
Yeah. As you can see, I have like a bunch of uncompleted ideas. Oh yeah. This
Try
is
New
what
York if you want some or California if you want some uncompleted ideas.
yeah, this is what Democrats should have done with Nevada. Am I right?
They probably would have lost at least one of those this time.
Um Democrats?
Yeah, fairly
I
easily, I would guess.
really because all of these I mean all of these except for that blue one to look it looks yeah are Biden plus 14 or more.
Yeah, but the problem, or let's just say the Dem that lost in the seat that's in the north got more votes than the Dems that won in the other seats.
Oh wow.
So whatever seat Mark ran in, he would have won.
Okay, so I'm assuming he would have run in this seat.
I actually don't know where he lives. He could live in Carson City or Reno.
But like I mean I oh wow okay because I drew like a red seat that he because you don't have to presumably have to live in your district, right?
Not officially, but you should.
Yeah. So I mean, so you think Mark Mode would have been able to overperform here?
He overperformed by a lot.
So you think he would have won the seat? Okay, fine. Um, but this is basically like the Demi Mander on steroids.
And I got away with 3, so maybe 4 wouldn't have been so hard.
Well, actually, four I would not know how to do. This is still 3-1. It's just that it's 3-1 that's but more efficient.
Is the blue one red?
Yeah,
Can't tell how
yeah.
much of Clark it gets.
Well, it takes in the
Oh,
reddest
a
parts
lot
of
of it.
Clark.
Oh, he easily would have won. Yeah.
He takes in the reddest parts of Clark.
Yeah. I can't remember.
Um,
What was I doing?
yeah, this district would have gone to Trump by 26. I have no idea how it would have gone in 2022 because I don't have that
Very
data.
red, I'd guess.
Yeah. How would Catherine Cortez Masto would have done? Um, actually,
Overperformed a little bit, didn't she?
yeah, but Sisolak would have done terribly.
Oh,
Although
yeah.
there's not a lot of actually there's not a lot of votes to lose here if you're a Democrat. Like
No.
this is all like empty. Although I mean Carson City is here. Wait. Did Democrats win Carson City?
No, I don't think so. I think they won the county as a whole, but no, or no, they didn't. No, they
No,
didn't. No.
no, Carson City is an independent city. Like,
Yeah, but no, it's very red.
yeah, it is. Is
Exceedingly so, in fact.
okay. You are going. I think you're gonna hate this. Actually, no. Sorry, you're gonna hate the Virginia one. This is actually, I think, quite reasonable what I did with Oklahoma.
I'm gonna hate it because we would have lost both of those ones this time.
I think James Lankford would have won this one, maybe.
Probably, but the rest of our people would have lost.
Um, actually, let me see. Because this seat that I drew actually, oh wow, this seat is actually bluer than I thought. It's actually bluest parts of Oklahoma City because Oklahoma City itself, I think, actually voted for Trump in 2020 by like a few points.
Yeah, but
This,
only because the bounds of the city are really weird.
yeah. Tulsa City, I think, actually voted for Biden. Anyway, Oklahoma City, bluest parts, and Norman, which also voted for Biden, are here. So Oklahoma City and Norman is this seat. Everything else is, I would say, reasonably red. Like no one's winning this. No Democrats winning this Tulsa seat anytime soon.
Could have. I actually didn't Tulsa swing quite blue.
It swung blue. I mean, the governor's race, I think it, but like, how reflective is the governor's race, like, of the real of the actual environment?
Let's just say when people start to change parties, they start with something like that.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I think this year, Stitt lost Oklahoma County, Cleveland County, and Tulsa County.
Sounds about right.
I'm actually surprised. I think he also underperformed a lot. I want to say the area where Lawton is. Like Lawton, I think is like what the fourth biggest city in Oklahoma.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. I'm also, although I think he did better in Stillwater and Ada. Anyway, these are just the names of cities I happen to know. Actually, my my fiance's mother's actually from Oklahoma, so it holds a special place in my heart.
I'm
Uh,
sure.
yeah. Um. Anyway.
All right, let's try this instead.
Oh, you want to show me something?
No, I think I finally got these in a format I can actually do something
I
with.
had to
Of
split
course,
county.
it's a 100 megabyte PDF, but aside from that,
I had to split counties, by the way, to get this map. I don't know if it's possible to do a map that doesn't split counties.
so we probably would have lost the purple had Kathy run. Or not
Uh,
Kathy, Sydney, isn't that her name?
yeah, Sydney
Axie or
Axney.
something?
Yeah, although actually, amazingly enough, this seat's actually less blue than the one. Whoa. Than the one on the right, the blue one.
I
I'm
think
actually,
somebody estimated that we drew about the only seat in the southwest that she could lose.
wow.
And she didn't lose by that much.
I mean, could they not have drawn
Okay, this will work.
4 Trump +8 seats?
I personally would draw 3 to 1, but You could try, but you have to do what you've done in the Northwest.
Yeah.
You can't get away anymore with, not doing, well, I mean, we got away with it this time, but you do have to be very careful.
Yeah, I guess I'm not surprised that this seat is bluer because Iowa City is just so blue.
Yeah, I think incumbency would be in the only saving grace there, but you never want to stick that whole region in one seat. It'll be a lot bluer than it otherwise would be.
Well, I mean, I like fair maps, so I know you don't, but I do.
Hmm. Somehow I don't think a place of this many people only has 34 precincts. Don't know if I believe that. With
Okay.
no votes counted. That's wrong.
Yeah, no, I've actually seen precincts that have like a lot of people with like
Uh,
two voters, like two votes in it.
Florida's fairly infamous for that.
Yeah.
No, actually, this place probably doesn't have that many, but what, how did it get messed up?
Oh, by the way, I actually think I finished drawing an Illinois map,
Oh, because they're all, okay, I see what's wrong.
which is funny
I don't know
because like
why,
Illinois is not an easy state to draw.
no, it isn't, especially if you can try and comply with the VRA. Although it's gotten easier than it was in with the 2000
Okay.
results.
Yeah, this is to my knowledge, it's not a gerrymander because like
Uh,
it's a gerrymander, but there are some Chicago area seats that are competitive, which is not what the Democrats would have wanted. Like, okay, I mean, let's just
I
trying to
mean, they overperformed this time, so define competitive.
okay. So VRA seat, VRA seat.
Uh,
This third district actually okay, that's still a blue district. I think I did yeah, this is another VRA seat. This is okay, I'm actually curious to know where this fifth district is because actually it's hard to tell on this map. Um, okay, so I have what
the
looks to
seat
be
on the east side,
I have a Biden plus 2.5 seat in the Chicago area. I'm just trying to figure out where I put it.
isn't it on the east side along the coast?
Maybe, um, maybe. Um,
If it was yellow, that's where that seat was.
okay, the yellow. Okay, so yellow seat looks like it's like Chicago itself. So that's super blue, as you can probably tell, but still
What
majority
the
white.
hell?
This seat, this sixth seat, I'm curious. Oh, here it
Ah,
is. This seat is highly competitive. Sorry, this seat's highly competitive. I'm actually curious to know if I can draw more than one of these seats. Because like the rest of the Chicago area is actually quite blue. But I did manage to draw one competitive seat. So Peter Roskam could probably actually come back to power if he wanted to. This seat is also actually 11. Yeah, this seat's a reach seat in a wave year. Amazingly enough, this seat is redder than this one, if you can believe it.
I definitely do. Damn.
What happened? Is this something you have to show me?
Oh, no, it's not. Oh, they're in the wrong order. Why would you do that?
All right. Now you're gonna hate this, but
What?
um you're gonna hate what I did with the downstate.
Right.
It's brutal. Although
So
I
it's a
like
dem gerrymander then. I just looked
it's
at
a
it.
dem gerrymander, but this seat is actually quite purple.
And
So it's not an efficient gerrymander. Although I am actually laughing at what I did here. This is funny. And how much did it go? Oh wow, only Biden plus 12. Wow. Um yeah, no, there's no defending what Democrats did here. It's just connecting urban areas. It's actually kind of what I did with my Virginia map.
Damn, there are a lot of these. This OCR thing is kind of hard. Oh yeah, it failed. It failed to find the digits correctly.
Oh, okay. Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. This is actually a concept that the Democrats tried in Illinois is actually a concept, basic working concept of my South Central Pennsylvania map right here.
Oh God, that pink seat is horrifying.
I know. Lancaster, York, Harrisburg, and Carlisle. All in this seat. By the way, this seat actually would have voted for Trump, just so you know, by quite a bit.
Somehow I doubt it would have voted for us this year.
Yeah, no, particularly like, yeah, particularly this year, like, because it's in the West. Actually,
There are a lot of errors here.
but I actually love what I did with Bucks County. You notice that Bucks County, instead of Montgomery, I put in like northeastern Philly, which is actually how you're supposed to do that seat.
I can believe that.
Um,
No, but
yeah,
really, it's just every one of these is an example of don't draw seats that have you actually, winning. If you expect to, win them.
yeah. See that this is actually a kind of competitive seat. Like this Montgomery County seat is only Biden plus 12, I think.
Hmm.
So I mean, like, I actually think sixth district might yeah, sixth district is also a reach seat. It's also Biden plus 12. No, I'm looking at that wrong. Oh no. The Chester County seat is actually bluer than the Montgomery County seat. But because I put Reading in the Chester County seat.
Certainly an interesting thing to do.
Well, I mean, like, I would have to contort the district weirdly if I wanted to put Reading with the Montgomery County seat. Isn't that how the Pennsylvania Supreme Court drew this?
I can't say I remember.
This is also a bluer, I believe,
Jeez.
version of the Lehigh Valley seat. Although one I mean, actually Lisa Scheller didn't do that well, unfortunately. How well did Lisa Scheller do this year?
No clue.
Yeah, this seat also, I mean, as a consequence of what I did with the Lehigh Valley, you have a pretty red NEPA seat.
Let's do this.
Yeah, you can probably tell that I'm not exactly the best at drawing maps, but I certainly do my best.
There's a certain aggression necessary for it.
Certain aggression, yeah. Although, yeah, the NEPA seat would have voted for Tom Wolf. I imagine it also would have voted for Josh Shapiro.
Oh, easily.
Yeah. Um, this actually this seat down here I think would have been more friendly for Biden than it was for Josh Shapiro slightly, which is actually weird because it's one of the few areas where Josh Shapiro did not do as well as Biden. At least in 2020. I always
The
wondered.
real shocking thing wasn't so much his, but it was the Senate race that was more shocking.
Yeah. Actually, I'm curious to know it's something interesting about this seat down here, of how red it was, because actually I believe there are more registered Democrats in this seat than there are registered Republicans.
That's fairly common in a lot of places still.
Yeah.
People don't update their registrations often enough.
Yeah. Like, actually, if
Oh,
we go down
well,
here,
this one is accurate. This precinct had nobody vote. That's
oh
easy.
well. Okay, so Sean Parnell's seat. under my map, this green seat would, I don't know how, I honestly don't know how it would have gone in 2022, but this seat would have voted for Trump by 9.4%, as opposed to the one they actually drew. I actually still wonder, why is it that this seat ended up getting part of Westmoreland? How did that happen? Like on the map that they drew,
Cause they wanted to cut the city in half.
really? In the map they drew, there is a part of Pittsburgh in this seat.
Yeah,
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That is
nobody said it was a good map,
no bueno.
especially not a good. I wonder why these errors were more common in the superintendent race. You'd think a number is a number.
Yeah. Excuse me. All right. Any current events taking place?
Oh, all over.
Oh
That's the
yeah.
easy part.
Peru got rid of basically de-Boliviazed.
That was the funniest coup I've seen in years.
Wow, yeah.
Lasted for what, about 6 minutes?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm laughing so hard that I'm getting the hiccups. Arkansas map on here. You probably won't like this Arkansas map.
If it isn't 4-0, I'm not gonna like it. It's not gonna be 4-0.
Yeah, this is not 4-0. This district, uh, I absolutely find it funny that it's printed like this because there was no Democrat in this race.
Uncontested ones are always hard. That's why in this, I'm not even adding the congressional numbers because Dems didn't contest 2 of the seats.
No, there was a libertarian in the Senate race, but they're
No, there
counting,
usually is, yeah.
but they're counting because he was the only opponent. He got a large share of the vote. They're counting his votes as Democratic.
You can do that. If you wanna look at the main Senate race one of these days, it's funny how the system tries to color it
Right.
badly is how it tries to color it.
Because it doesn't account for ranked choice voting.
No, it doesn't do that, but it doesn't really need to. But for Senator King's votes, they're counted as other,
Oh,
and they just ignore other because generally you don't need it.
was it a three-way race?
Well, not no, it wasn't. I don't think the Dems ran anybody because they had somebody in him.
Yeah.
He's functionally a Dem. I don't know why anybody pretends he isn't.
Yeah. Anything else been happening?
I mean, the government in Slovakia fell. That was unfortunate.
Oh no. Did they manage to finish the ratification?
A long time ago, yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure that process is done.
Well, it
Hungary is
isn't done, but yeah.
Hungary is going to ratify hopefully at the beginning of the year.
They've said they will. I think more violent threats will have to be made to actually get him to do it.
Yeah, just so you know, here's your Kansas gerrymander. As soon as it pops up. This is
So we would have lost 3 of those seats, yes?
I mean, in the governor's race, yeah. Yep. Why did we nominate Chris Kobach again?
Because he won.
Yeah, he won, but it was like a 2-point race.
Yeah, but he won. He made the more, I mean, we got a decent candidate for the governorship and then they lost anyway. What kind of message does that send?
Yeah, it means that Chris Kobach's probably going to be elected governor in 2026.
No, he's gonna run and he's gonna lose because it's gonna be a nearly blue state by that point.
Don't be over dramatic.
Alright, let's see if we fixed all the bugs.
Okay. Yeah.
I think so.
Let's see. Oregon. Let's see. I'm wondering how this map turned out. Oregon is like a very weird place.
It is. We didn't actually do that poorly.
Yeah, I mean, you think Lori Chavez is gonna hold down that seat?
No, it'll be close, but Dems made a mistake primarying their guy. Who do I actually have and
Do
who
you
do I
think that
need?
Schrader would have defeated Lori?
Yeah, wasn't that close, and the extra support he would have got probably would have been decisive. On to Yuma. How much do we want to bet that their results are literal trash?
I'll put a 5 down on that.
5, let's see. Okay, wait, I see precinct report. Okay. Okay, this isn't gonna be that hard.
Okay.
It's not good, but I have a well-defined process for dealing with these.
So I'm actually curious to know what some of these cities are. I mean, like Oregon is like, so this is Bend. Is Bend a college town?
I think so.
Well, I have no. Here's the thing. I have no idea what in the world is down here, but there are some very blue precincts here.
I think it's just a normal city.
Yeah.
They do exist in some places, I've heard.
Yeah. I'm curious to know what it is because it's not labeled on the map.
Well,
Like,
it's blue and it looks kind of dense, so isn't that
yeah.
about all you need to know?
Yeah.
Okay, wait, do they have all these
Like, actually, this
capitalized?
looks like
Yeah.
Ashland. Maybe actually makes it looks like Ashland, Oregon, maybe. Although nearby Medford is a lot redder. Um, let's see. Coquille is
Oh wait, what are we? Let's be
Coos
smart
Bay.
about
These are
this.
all red areas of Oregon.
Actually, let's be
So,
lazy. I can.
actually, not all of Oregon's coast is Democratic.
A very small portion of it is not, yes.
Like down here.
Yeah, not many
Uh,
people live there though.
yeah. Eugene. Okay, that's. Hmm. Oh,
Okay,
sorry. I'm looking
none
at
of them
okay.
failed.
I'm looking at treasure results. That's why I'm a little bit confused.
I'm
Yeah,
very confused. What did they
that's
put for
more
this
like
guy's
it. That's
name?
more like it.
The Dem candidate for treasurer in Arizona has an accented name, and the counties are very inconsistent how they report that.
Wow. Okay, just so you know, I have what looks to be like probably one or two competitive seats in Oregon. What I drew. Oh yeah, I have um one seat in Oregon that is Biden plus I want to say 5, another one that's Biden plus 6.
Okay, Yuma was easy. On to Lopez.
So I actually drew a pretty good map for Oregon as far as I'm concerned. Like Democrats
Okay.
have a chance, Republicans have a chance at 3 out of 6 seats on my map.
This is only 11 pages and it's scanned in. That's a bad sign. This may not be possible. Is Lopez split in any of the maps? I
La
think it
Paz, oh
is.
wow.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Um,
Do I always pronounce things differently because I'm Canadian?
Probably.
Because I'm Francais. Oh, here's a map I'm proud of. This
Hmm.
map really brings out how dense this area is.
Yes.
Wait, what? Oh, sorry. Yeah, never mind. I have this seat. It's the seat, not this one. I'm actually curious to know what will be these. This district was Biden plus 27. I'm curious to know what it would be like in 2024 without Trump. I imagine this would be get a lot closer. Like, how did Romney do here?
Probably pretty well.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like La Paz releases precinct results.
Why am I not surprised?
Let's see if that's gonna be a problem.
Probably will. So I'm guessing these down portions of Utah are much more Trumpian than this area up here.
Probably.
Like, who
Uh,
lives down here? Mormons or others? Like this area, these two areas
both.
are not Mormon. These are I think
Okay, so
these I think are like the least Mormon parts of Utah right here.
this both will be a problem and won't be a problem. At least in this one, Lopez is in one seat.
Okay, you want to show me, or you want me to just let you show you me?
No, 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 I'm not done here. I got a lot more counties to do. I'm nowhere near done. All right, so Lopez is not possible. I'd have to contact them to get the results. Somehow I don't think they're
Okay.
open right now.
Here's my Ohio map. Yeah, it's Sunday night. Why would they be open? I don't know.
Yeah, but even for the next 3 weeks, they're probably not gonna be open.
Hmm.
Okay,
So you actually have to contact them.
I
Like
probably would.
what
Okay, wait.
what are
Statement of votes cast. What the hell is this?
you're looking at a fair map of Ohio.
No, I'm not. I wasn't looking at your thing. All right, so they've managed to make this really ugly with don't I don't know what the how many precincts do these people have? Who would have guessed that? Oh, I see why, because
Is
they've had to fit, this is a 300-page document.
is it possible to draw a VRA Cleveland seat without squiggling it into Akron? Or do you have to squiggle it into Akron in order to get your VRA seat?
I think you need to do that to get your VRA seat, yes.
Wow. No wonder it looks ugly.
Oh, even better, I have the enormous pleasure of, this is gonna be hard.
Well, is it possible to draw a VRA seat in Columbus, or did I just get late? Did I just do it lazily, or is it actually not possible?
Um, it's both not possible and it's no different than what you would be doing otherwise. This is gonna suck.
Hmm,
This is literally gonna suck. Has anybody else like ever done this before?
I don't know. What are you trying to draw?
I'm not drawing anything. I'm trying to get precinct results.
Yeah.
The only
So,
problem is these are in really ugly non-machine readable tables.
yeah, I mean, just now try doing that with the original data from New York. Apparently, that's really unreadable.
Well, I mean, at a certain point, you just have to do it by hand.
Yeah. By the way, I've heard that for Ohio, they may actually try 12-3 instead of 13-2. Because Cincinnati really is going to play havoc if they try to split it.
Well, it depends. If we can strike the whole amendment down, then we probably could butcher it, because then you would no longer have to keep it in one seat. If you
Why would
had to
they?
keep it in one seat, then um yeah, at a certain point you may have to just let it go.
Yeah, I mean, why would they strike it down? Like, wasn't it legally passed?
Well, wasn't the dissent something along the lines of it's a recommendation to the legislature, not a requirement?
Yeah. By the way, curious to know if they even try to crack the Toledo area, considering how very well Marcy Captor did.
They'll probably do it more violently than they did before.
Yeah.
I mean, most of that was just her opponent was shit.
Like, I mean, just like a fair map in Toledo would actually be something like Biden plus 0.3, I want to say.
That sounds about right.
Um,
Alright, what's this look like?
Still, I mean, like, this is what I think the map
Okay.
used to look like in the 2000s before 2010.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The seat next to it was the funny one.
Oh, wow. Oh, this is, oh, by the way, this is Jim Jordan's ungerrymandered seat right here.
It's not gerrymandered now.
Uh,
People always cite it as an example, and everyone's like, what?
like, but
Doesn't remotely look like it.
a fair map for Jim Jordan would actually be even redder. His seat would be even redder.
Probably. This is gonna suck. Uh,
Because like Western Ohio is like really red.
yeah. You can't draw a map where he loses.
Yeah. Yeah, that's sort of the joke. I guess I was trying to
Yeah.
go for.
This is gonna suck.
Oy.
How do I tell which is which? They have these in these really ugly columns, but because they're PDF columns, they're all of different lengths and sizes. They span multiple rows. Like, this is really ugly.
I'm actually also proud of this District 7, which is Biden plus 4. It's in Lorain County
Isn't there a rule about splitting counties?
in Ohio.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, I kind of had to sometimes. Like, for example, the VRA seat down here.
I think you've included so much of White Columbus. You
Wait,
you can
White
split that
Columbus,
again. Not whatever that city is up there.
Cleveland,
Isn't the east side of it fairly white?
east side of it, like this side.
No, but yeah, but like even further into the green.
So further west. Okay.
No, but like turn off the map colors on
Turn
the
on,
under districts. You'll
turn
see
off
the
the. Okay, look, Oh, okay. Turn off map colors. Oh, wow.
yeah, you see how you've included a lot of portions of the district that are very white. You don't have to do that. And so you could include a cleaner copy of Akron if you weren't wasting so much population on that.
Okay, I mean,
I
I
think
thought
the original seat also went over to the west too, but
okay, I mean, like to take in some of this area here.
even further.
Oh,
See
like
that neck? Yeah, like those areas too. I think the joke at the time was they had to go to the beach to measure the tide to see how far they had to draw the seat into the beach.
yeah, no, I mean, I did not like what they did, by the way, with the ninth district originally. Apparently, they made it cross an area that occasionally floods over, and therefore it was
Yeah, that's the joke. Actually, yeah, if you wanted a real VR8 seat, you should connect it to Toledo.
really is this area like very black?
Well, that's what the map says, so yeah.
Yeah, okay, I mean,
Oh God.
fine, I'll see if I can spruce it up a little bit.
If they did, well, you can't, the county split provisions prevent you from doing that.
Okay.
You know, if there weren't 200 precincts in this county, I'd do this by hand. Cause this is nightmarish here.
Yeah. Um,
Hmm.
I recently drew this map of Washington. Popping up now.
Are these always consistent?
Okay. Oh, sorry. Let's turn off the precinct lines. Did I even finish this map? I finished this map, but
What the hell did you do to Seattle?
I tried to draw a heavily minority seat here.
It
Oh,
doesn't have,
I haven't finished it yet. That's what's going on.
Well, it is finished. You won't, but like you don't
Don't you
need to
see?
make it that
Don't you
ugly.
see? Here, like I haven't even drawn like a couple like seats yet. So yeah, I'm showing you an incomplete map is what I'm showing you.
Yeah,
So
but what's with the red spots all over the place?
this is apparently a rough draft.
Jesus. What the people of Seattle do to you?
Okay, exiting from that now. We're gonna finish that later. Let's look at something a bit more different, like Idaho. I think I tried to put as much blue areas into mix the blue areas with the militias in order to dilute in some ways. Like this seat, I think is only sorry, yeah,
Well, I mean, they didn't do that well this time, so I don't think you'd have to do that much to prevent them from winning.
the militias.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, they did well enough to where you'd notice them, but
this
that's about it.
this Mormon seat down here is a lot redder. You know, these are all Mormon areas of Idaho.
I can believe that. Okay, wait, did I? No, I didn't want the Secretary of State
Yeah, by the way,
ones.
have you ever seen this part of Idaho? This is Blaine County.
I've never been there in person, no.
Yeah, this is basically the Jackson Hole of Idaho.
Well, I mean, I've seen the maps of it.
Yeah, this is the bluest county in the state.
I can believe that, and it's not that blue.
How much was it? Like Biden plus I don't know. All right. Let's look at one more. Tennessee.
That's a map we did a good job on.
Yeah, you did. Although apparently they waited hours to call that seat even, like on the channel I was watching.
That's just laziness.
Yeah.
I think they counted the mail-ins first, so it looked really blue. I don't know why people don't get how elections work now. It's kind of funny to watch sometimes.
Yeah. Um, Someone actually jokingly said that any seat in which Trump got like in the high 70s or higher is what they call a Q seat or a Q potential seat.
It's about right.
So any seats I'm proud of on this map. I mean Tennessee is like pretty straightforward. I don't know how you draw more than two Democratic seats.
I think if you wrap the suburbs really aggressively, you can.
Um, Actually, I mean, this seat could be drawn a number of different ways, and like it connects some African American communities.
My favorite map was drawing the one that connected the two cities together.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Let's try this again. Meh, meh, meh. Come on. Ugh.
You have to turn off the districts to see the
Yeah,
precincts.
yeah. See, this district could have been drawn a number of different ways.
It's about how I drew it. Let's see. I have an old Tennessee map. I don't have a new one, but it's not like Tennessee changes all that often.
Yeah, it's pretty consistent.
I've actually got a number of them. I actually didn't even bother doing that on my 2020 variant of it.
Did this district only come into existence because Republicans in Tennessee blinked? Like
Hmm.
they didn't know what would happen in the rurals?
When?
2012.
I would say no, because it just wasn't an idea back then to do that.
Yeah, I thought someone said that at the time they didn't know if the rules were gonna snap back.
They could have. This map used to be complete. I don't know why it's in pieces now.
Yeah, John Mark Windle did not win re-election in Tennessee.
Oh,
That that lone Dem in like central Tennessee that had like that linear district, like in the state house. It was the state house.
no, I don't remember that.
Yeah, well, he became an independent, and then
Oh, yes, I did see that. Yes.
he did not win.
I
Uh,
did see that we finally got him.
yeah, we also got Angie Hatton in Eastern Kentucky, although we didn't get Ashley Lafferty. She's you remember Greg Stumbo, the Speaker of the Kentucky House, who
Of course.
lost. So that Republican then lost 2 years later to Ashley Tackett Lafferty, and she has been winning by like 20-point margins ever since.
Sounds about right.
So she's, I guess, one of the few real conservadems left.
Probably.
Appar-
Uh,
Apparently, we also got Chad Banks in Wyoming. He was, I think he was like a conservadem in like Wyoming, who I think also, by the way, was openly gay, but yeah, I think he was like a very moderate conservadem, and
I think they
he
all are there, aren't they?
yeah, although it's unusual to have a conservadem who's openly gay. Um, but he lost in 2022, along with the sole libertarian in the state house.
That was quite a funny result.
Yeah. You don't like my Kentucky map, I'm guessing.
There's only one thing that has to be done in Kentucky. It's the thing that we refuse to do. Had we
Is
done the right thing in Indiana, Missouri, and Kentucky, we wouldn't have had such a close run in the house.
you think it should have gone 6-0 in Kentucky, 9-0 in Indiana, and 7-1 in Missouri?
Yes,
Oh, you think we could have gone 9-0 in Indiana?
easily.
Yeah. Um, I mean, like, it's worth noting that, like, uh, I mean, people were actually predicting that Frank Mervin was going to lose, and I was actually probably the only one, or one of the only ones, predicting he would hold on.
There were plenty of people who thought he would hold, but that it would be close. I actually don't remember how close it ended up being.
I think Ruth Green may have slightly overperformed, but like by an underwhelming amount. Like I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
They take a long time to count votes in Indiana. I think I was in bed when they finally started to count.
Hmm.
This is gonna be complicated.
Let's see. They have a government. Have they gotten a government in Israel yet? Or
Couple more days, I'd imagine.
yeah,
It can't be easy dealing with people who think the power should be shut off every week.
yeah. I said at the time, by the way, that was a fun Israeli election. Let's do it again real soon.
I think they'll hold on for a while.
Yeah.
They have a lot of stupid demands, but it's all pretty front loaded, I suspect.
Yeah. You will not like my Indiana map. Although apparently we put up like historically bad numbers in the Secretary of State race this year. Like apparently,
What weren't they wasn't our candidate quite radical?
yeah, apparently he only won Hamilton by like 4 points.
I believe that.
Um, yeah. Although, mind you, the blog I was following wrongly thought that it would be a toss-up race. It was not a toss-up race, but it was closer than expected. I
Doing
mean,
the same thing. Didn't you see the polls in Oklahoma? That was funny.
although mind you, that was a respectable result, for a
Yeah,
Democrat.
but it wasn't tied like the polls suggested.
Yeah. Wait, how did we do in the in superintendent of education?
We won it by like 10 points.
Oh, by only 10 points.
Yeah, but the polls had us down by like 5.
Yeah, no, that was the one race I thought could have gotten interesting.
And it didn't.
Yeah. In 2014, I could swear there was a statewide race in Idaho that was like a point or two. We
Could
in
have been.
24,
I may have to redo this because this could easily be wrong.
yeah. Um, okay, I don't know if you'll like my map of West Virginia. Keep in mind I don't have 2020 results to go by, but this is basically my idea was uniting sort of the suburby urban areas. I
Does it matter? I mean,
I
we win it by so much, does
right.
it?
I couldn't get Huntington here. Like there's just not enough. I can't get Huntington and Charleston. But yeah, I mean, there's multiple ways to draw West Virginia. This is just one way that I had. Of course, I gave Jim Justice a seat, the first district.
Of course. I wonder if he is gonna run.
I hope he does. I like him.
I dislike party switchers as a matter of policy.
Well, I mean, everyone in West Virginia is switching parties.
Yeah, that doesn't make it any better though. This is not going to be easy.
Okay. All right, here's my Michigan map. What I find sort of awkward is that Dave's redistricting sort of like draws the counties into the water. You know what I mean?
That's probably how the census shapefile works.
Yeah. All right. I love, by the way, this wraparound.
A lot of ugly results there this year, Jesus.
Yeah, I know. Michigan was a bloodbath for the Republicans. Like,
Turns out defending absolute bans is hard.
yeah, and DeSantis is drawing what appears to be the wrong lessons from that election. Like, he's apparently now calling for a 6-week ban in Florida, which okay, but
I think people overstate the effect of it with the exception of Wisconsin and Michigan. Every other state didn't really seem to have much of an impact. And
what
I
happened
don't
in
think in Florida if it would have mattered.
yeah, I mean like Florida has a 15-week ban, but if DeSantis is pushing for a 6-week ban,
But I mean,
um
even Ohio, DeWine supported a 6-week ban and he won easily.
yeah, but I mean like
Um,
I mean well, DeSantis is not going to run again. I mean, unless he runs for president, he's probably still going to win his home state, but he did not win by 19 and a half points by pushing a 6-week ban.
no, but at a certain point, that's what winning is for.
Yeah. So,
Even though with the coalition collected, it wouldn't be that hard.
yeah.
You do have to admire him winning by more than Newsom did, though.
Yeah, that was interesting. Um,
This is not going to be easy.
let's see. Do you like my Ann Arbor Lansing seat?
That's pretty close to the original, isn't it?
I think traditionally Ann Arbor has been swung in with the Detroit area.
Yeah.
Because my original idea was Lansing to Flint, but Eric, I think, talked me out of it.
There's another somebody in a bad mood these days, not undeservingly.
Really? I haven't heard from him much lately. How's he doing? I hope he's doing well.
Personally, I'm sure he is, but I suspect he wasn't terribly happy with the results.
I mean, yeah, I don't know why any Republican would be happy with those results. If you're happy with those results, you are you are trying to make yourself feel better.
Oh, yeah. Which, I mean, we all are. That's easy. But what the hell?
By the way, I actually, just so you know, made sure there was an actual VRA seat in Detroit this time with my map. How many should there be? One or two?
Oh, that ain't gonna work. Two, I think.
Can
They absolutely violated the VRA to draw the map they did.
yeah, can you draw two in Detroit?
Should be able to.
Well, then I'll have to fix mine, it looks like. Question is, how do I fix it?
No, this is garbage, Jesus. Wait, there's not.
Okay. So what's going to be the easiest one to convert to a V? No, it's not going to be that one.
You're gonna have to redraw the whole thing.
Yeah. Like I didn't know you could even draw a second one at this point. I thought Detroit was like hemorrhaging black people.
I don't know if you can get to two majority black, but you can get to two practically black.
Okay. I mean,
Well, I mean, but I mean, just look at that. It's at 77%. Imagine dividing that by two.
I thought you
Um,
have to have at least one that's majority.
it has to elect a black candidate. The key there being, you see how low the white one is relative to the black? It wouldn't, even if you doubled the white, it would still easily lose. Plus, I'm guessing you left some on the table. Go to the precinct view.
Okay, precincts, partisan lean swing.
Yeah, get rid of that and
Okay, so find map colors.
then
Uh,
change it to the correct demographic view. Come from the bottom to get rid of that.
oh my goodness. That is so annoying.
All groups. No, no, no. Change it to all groups.
All
It's less
groups.
annoying.
All groups.
So, yeah, you can get some more black voters in the counties to the north. But I think you can do almost two.
Okay.
By being quite strategic and maybe even drawing it further north. I haven't done a Michigan map for a while, and I don't think I'd be starting today.
Mhm.
What is this?
Yeah, it doesn't help that there's like, there's isolated like black plate people in like um Flint, what this looks like Saginaw. There's like these isolated places. I'm pretty sure there's a place called Benton Harbor somewhere. Oh yeah, here's Benton Harbor, I think. Um, yep. This is like this is Benton Harbor is the Flint, I think, of the Western Michigan.
Yeah. What the hell?
I've always been peculiarized by where people choose to live, like these random, like isolated, what looks like demographic islands, like in various places.
I can see how being from Canada, that would be confusing.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, this is gonna be a problem. Let's deal with this, because it's gonna screw up things.
See, Southfield, Highland Park, German Truck. Where is Dearborn?
You're not gonna see it on that map.
Okay. Dearborn is what is Dearborn like heavily Arab city?
Yes,
Yeah, I mean like
they're
when I
counted as white by the census.
yeah, I'm assuming that's dumb. Oh, here's Dearborn. I'm actually curious to know how Dearborn went in 2000.
We won it,
Oh, we won it.
or at least
Dearborn
did very well.
Dearborn like voted or nearly voted for Bush in 2000.
Yeah,
Because like Arabs at the time were
okay.
not as democratic as they were before 9/11.
Yeah,
Or sorry,
okay, here's where
as
the
they
fun
yeah,
begins.
yeah.
Long day.
You better believe it.
It's unfortunate.
Why?
Well, it's always a shame when weekends are long.
Yeah, well, I have a wedding to get ready for.
Fortunately, it's your own.
Yeah. Yeah, the rest of my life is about to start.
Yeah. So wait, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4,
I've
5
tried
is,
drawing a North Carolina map. Um,
it's not
you
that hard.
can you
The
guys get
hardest part is balancing all the seats out.
10-4 or 11-3?
I'd go for 11 to 3.
I mean, 10-4, you could actually leave the one in the Northeast and that could flip on its own.
Yeah, I prefer not to play chance.
Hmm.
As I said, we played a lot of chance this time around and got wrecked in almost every case.
But like one of the few places where it's safe to play chance is rural black South.
It is, but you remember we actually underperformed in North Carolina.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, you won by like what, 3.2, 3.5?
Yeah,
Like
but
that's
we
only been,
got wrecked in the house.
yeah. Well, yeah, that was congressional luck. Let's see, let's look at Virginia.
0, 1.
So I mean, um I was actually surprised. One of the big surprises for me is one thing I was absolutely not expecting was the fact that Ted Budd won by like over 3 points, yet lost Wilmington.
It's not too surprising these days. The suburbs there were quite bad.
When does Cabarrus County go blue?
Next election, probably.
Next election? Wow. Yeah.
Although I think we recovered a little bit in the Charlotte area on the local level,
Okay.
whatever that actually means.
You are looking by you know what you're looking at, by the way?
What am I looking at?
Uh,
0, 2,
you're looking at your own thing, I'm
5.
guessing.
Well, I am, but I do have your map on the other screen. We probably would have won that seat in the north.
Um Yeah, I know. This is meant for be 3 blue seats in the Northern Virginia area, not 4. Yeah, this seat definitely would have went red.
At
Like
least
no
having a high likelihood of.
no doubt about it. Like well, there's no statewide race to really compare it to.
No, but just looking at the performance of Vega and whatever candidate we had in the seat to the south.
She
Hmm,
would have won it by enough.
I'm well, given what she got in the seat that exists now, I'm sure. What's the problem? What? Oh,
Oh wow. Youngkin
forgot forgot
won
that step.
by won my suburban Hampton Roads seat by quite a bit.
Hmm.
I believe all of these areas are Hampton Roads. Like
I
even
couldn't tell you what the line is.
like if we go to county
God damn.
turn precinct, I don't know why you have to turn precincts on in order to see the names of counties.
You could just click labels next to county and see the names of them.
Hmm. Southampton.
Let's
All right.
see. Let's make sure there aren't any deserving subjects in this. There are a lot of deserving subjects. Damn.
I'm sorry.
Value errors all over the place. 0, 1, 2, 3.
Let's see.
Why didn't this work?
Why does Virginia show the total population at the bottom? This is what makes it so confusing. Oh wow, there's a lot fewer people. It wow. Wow, it looks like Surrey County, Virginia had a lot of turnout considering the population size and the turnout. Like um wow. Yeah, there was a very high turnout in Surrey. It looks like Surrey turnout was almost 80% in 2020.
Hmm.
No, 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 no. No, no. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. What was it? Okay, it's all the way at the top. Oh wow, turnout was like over 80% in Surrey County. Actually, am I doing the math wrong? Yeah, I'm doing the math wrong. Let me try that again. Surrey County has like 6,500 people. Turnout, the presidential election looks like it was um
Hmm. Somehow that didn't
yeah, no,
work at all.
it's more like 70%, 70% more like.
Oh,
Yeah, that's more in line with what I was expecting. Still, that looks like compares to pretty low turnout in yeah, no,
didn't
sorry.
work for
No,
some
I'm
reason.
doing this wrong because I'm comparing it to the total population. Let's see if I go to Citizen VAP. Um yeah, oh wow. Oh wow. What is that? 4,400 out of around 5,200. I what is that, Matt? That is like over 80% turnout. Surrey County had over 80% turnout in 2020. Sorry,
Hmm.
I'm just obsessed with that.
Oh, wait. Here's the problem.
Compared to Southampton, which which
Try that.
appears to have had a turnout, just okay. I'm curious to know if this has something to do with it, but
A lot of
so
fails.
oh no, actually, Surrey County also had a large black population.
Damn.
Um, but like turnout in Southampton was far lower. Like I want to say it was not sure, like maybe like 70%. Virginia in general had pretty high turnout in 2020.
Hmm.
Oh, by the way, who are you
Wait a
looking forward to
second.
running?
What?
Oh, never mind. Sorry. I was actually gonna ask if you were looking forward to who's running for Donald McAchan's seat.
I didn't know we had anybody running for his seat.
So Blue Sea, I'm just are you looking forward to Joe Morrissey getting elected?
It'll be quite funny.
Uh,
How the hell? What? I need to find this. Why does it do this?
I mean, there's a part of me that actually kind of respects Morrissey, like Blue Dog had a rough life, did a bunch of effed up stuff, and then finally ended up a dad with like a woman by marrying a woman who used to work for him and was like what, a third his age.
Well, he's avoided prison so far, so that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, well, at least he gets to be a dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah.
Actually, I am just completely wrong. It isn't 5 and 7. Huh.
This yeah, it's actually quite clear that Abigail Spanberger would not run here. She would lose. she would run here instead.
And have a decent chance.
This is like what every
Damn, they all
college
still
town
failed.
every college town in Central Virginia.
About. Alright, we have to take away the barriers.
You can imagine Eric was not a fan of this seat.
Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah, looking at the stats here, you can probably tell. This biggest one here being that the seat votes for Biden by nearly 8 points. And I believe, why is the presidency listed above the governor here?
Cause you've selected the presidency as the base.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, this seat actually voted for Glenn Youngkin. Never mind. I don't know why. I thought it didn't for some reason, but it did. Mark Warner did better here because he does better in this area.
Alright, let's do this dynamically.
Actually, I'm curious to know what was the difference, on my 9th district. How much? Okay, Warner lost the seat by nearly 40 points, but Biden lost it by nearly 50 points. So I think Warner's effect is wearing off here. Let's see, which one's Allegheny? I'm guessing this one's Allegheny. Craig, yeah, Allegheny, yeah. Let's see, what is this? Oh, what is the city in this? There is a city in Allegheny, an independent city. Meh. Oh, is this Covington, Virginia? I have no idea what's in Covington, Virginia. How much longer do you want to go for?
Let's end it here.
Want to end it here?
Yes,
Okay. We should do this again sometime.
of course.
All right.